failed and I failed and I failed several times in my life. All of us must have gone through one or other failures in our lives, haven't we? Let me just take you through my life. In class 8, I failed miserably in my English language exams. I went forward in class 12. This was the time back in India where getting into very professional courses like engineering or medicine was the thing for those days for students. And you know what? I failed in the competitive exams for engineering and I couldn't make it. I failed miserably. Where all my colleagues and all my friends were actually getting through the courses, which was the course at that time back in India, but I failed. Well, I went and did another competitive exams for getting into to become a lawyer and a company secretary. You know what? I failed. And I somehow got through another professional course and I continued my education. 3 years later, we had to sit for campus interviews to get into a job. You know what? I failed in every single campus interviews that happened in the college. Those days, I mean, there were two companies in my industry, which was the kind of company that every student, every aspirant, career aspirant were actually looking for to get into it. And you know what? I didn't make it. I did not make it. I failed in the first round of the interviews for both of these brands, not just only these brands, and I failed in for almost all the campus interviews, and I faced failure there. Those were the days that I used to work as a as a part-time waiter during my college studies. So the daytime is college studies and the evening time is my part-time waiter job. And you know what? I couldn't speak English really well at that time. And I happened to serve a guest who were actually from the profession of psychology. So I got so intrigued and I got so interested and I got into a conversation with them and I kind of served them really well during the service. And during the service, they just mentioned to me that your brain is in vain. You know what? I didn't know what that meant. I smiled and said, thank you. And I realized that what it meant. And when I realized that it was just a sarcastic statement, and I got really hurt. I was really hurt. Well, that was one incident of failure and one incident of being hurt in life. And I continued to apply for various other companies, and I had to actually settle for the third and the fourth tier companies to get into a job. And I got into a job and I never stopped trying for getting into those two prominent companies at that time in India. And I continued to try, getting a job there. And every time when I tried, I failed and I failed and I failed. Until there was a time in 1999, if I'm not mistaken, I got into both these companies at the same time for the same role. And I made it. And I had to choose between these two prominent companies in 1999, and I chose the best, one of them. I wouldn't like to actually mention the company's name here, but I'm just telling you that I made it through one of those companies after several years of continuous failure in getting in there. It just tells me that at times the purpose that you are looking for falls into your lap all of a sudden. As if the heavens have actually dropped it onto your lap by accident. Well, friends, if you're watching this video, I've told you several instances of failures in my life. I'm sure you have a story too. You have a story of failures. You have a series of failures that you can think about in your life. And my failures didn't even stop even at my career friend. In my relationship, in my marriage, I failed. I failed to be a good husband. I failed to be a good father. I failed to be whatever you can call it as. I failed in my marriage miserably. I failed in my relationship miserably. Failure was part of my life. All what I can actually say to all of you watching this video is that do not ever fear failure, but be terrified by regret, because giving up is the mother of regret. If you give up trying to be successful, that's when the birth of failure falls in. I mean, giving up is so easy, but trying hard and just go on consistently trying, that's where actually makes you different from anybody else, I mean, who's pursuing success. Even though I failed several times and I made it at one time, I really made it through to what I really wanted in my career. And that just shows that, I mean, you know, if you ever give up, you are stopping an opportunity that is actually waiting for you to be successful at some point of time in your life. So do not fear failure, but be extremely terrified about regret, because giving up is the mother of regret. Giving up is the mother of regret. Giving up is the mother of regret. I repeat this very often. I repeat it again and again, because I just want you to understand that never give up. Believe me, you friends, in life we will come across many no's. Many doors will be shut in front of you. Doors will be slammed in front of you. We will go and attend so many interviews and we will fail miserably. We'll keep getting regret emails and regret calls saying that thank you very much for attending the interviews, but we regret to inform you that we chose another candidate who matched the expectations of the company much better than your profile. But we would love to keep your CV, we would love to keep your resume in our database for future references. How many of you have actually received such emails? I've received plenty of emails like this. I've received plenty of regrets like this. Tens and thousands of regrets you will continue to receive. You will continue to receive so many no's in your life than you receive yes in your life. You will continue to fail in your life than being successful. But if you ever agree to the no's and give up, let me tell you that you are actually killing an opportunity of a yes that is yet to come in your life. So never give up. The no's that you receive, accept the no's that you receive gracefully, so that you're able to actually succeed in one day. But if you actually give in to the no's that you receive, give in to the regrets that you receive, give in to the failures that you receive, and you're actually stopping an opportunity for a yes which is actually lying far ahead of you, waiting for you to grab it. So friends, I leave this video with one single thought in your mind: never give up. Giving up is the mother of regret. And be terrified about regret. But failures, do not fear failure, but be terrified of regret. Be terrified of regret. I conclude this video once again by saying that do not give up. In life, you faced a lot of challenges, a lot of failures, a lot of no's from people around you. A lot of people would pass on sarcastic comments on you. A lot of people would make you feel that you're not good, but that's all right. Never fall prey to regrets. Instead, pick up your shoes, go walk ahead, keep trying. The door of success will one day open for you. And that's what is actually lacking in most of the youngsters today. And I hope this video is going to be of use to all the youngsters and all the job hunters, people who are seeking jobs, people who are actually building a career, people who are actually attending competitive exams and failing it, doesn't matter. If you fail, it's always a path towards success. All right? Failure is part of life. So as success. Thank you very much.